Leonard Brininger, with all the efforts that they do and trying to keep people on their toes and again, expressing their love of the Delta. So even though, again, all those well-deserved, I almost have to say that our 12th annual award recipient may very well be one of the most deserved. Not taking away anything else from the previous 11 by any means, but the work that is done by this person and the organization allows the rest of us to kind of sleep at night knowing that there is somebody there caring about the Delta and fighting for the Delta. So if you're not aware of the organization, you should be. And I hope after this evening that instead of sleeping well at night, we can all become active in this organization, if you're not already so, and give the helping hand to the person that they so much deserve. So the 12th annual Hal Schell Award recipient, and this is Barbara Barrigan-Parrilla. And the foundation, of course, is Restore the Delta. Barbara, you do so much for the Delta, and I hope that everybody in this room definitely knows of the organization and how much you do and how much we appreciate it. www.restorethedelta.com. Barbara digs up so much stuff that you would never even imagine exists, but you need to look at it quickly because once it's dug up, it's very likely to disappear the very next day. So I would like to get one picture, and then I would love for you to speak, Barbara.
And it's never an I, it's always a we. It's a we for the people in this room. It's a we for the people in the 5 Delta counties that we're fighting for. And it's a we for all of California. I just want to tell you maybe about the last 48 hours, because sometimes we have more in common than we realize with people in other parts of the state. I was in Los Angeles for one of the wild 48-hour tours that we do so often based on votes and advocacy. And the first day, I spent in a 7-hour training session with people in Compton, Watts, and Southeast LA County. So the poorest people in California. These people are all drinking groundwater out of their taps. Pay $120 a month for bad water, and they spend another $120 a month for bottled water. There are neighborhoods down there that don't have water for miles on end for their fire hydrants, public safety hazards. And not one of these people, before we met with them, understood what was happening with Metropolitan Water District and the push for the Delta tunnels. And not one of them wants the Delta tunnels. They want their local water systems fixed. They want the jobs that go with fixing those local water systems. The reason why I tell you this story is because so often in the Delta, we are so busy fighting and protecting this beautiful resource that we love that it's easy to put sometimes other people in boxes. 40% of the people down there live in poverty. They can't afford the project. So consequently, yesterday, when we went in front of the Metropolitan Water District with our partners at Food and Water Watch and Sierra Club from Los Angeles and SEIU Senate 21 and a group of pastors, and I could go on and on, affordable housing advocates. These are people to who in the Delta may not feel like you're natural allies. But there were 150 of them, and they kept standing up, and person after person after person said, I don't want the tunnels, we can't afford it, we want local water, we want local water jobs to improve our economy. These are people who stood up and fought hard for this region. So my message to you is conspiracy to get that put into the appropriations bill as well. And it was all revealed yesterday. And we lost, but 40% of the board members voted with us. And board members from Los Angeles told the staff and the pro-tunnel faction, you lied. We don't want the Valadeo Rider. We don't want the twin tunnels. Not this way. We can't trust what you're saying. It was big. I think it's a big shift. We can lose votes, but Californians don't want the project. So I can't thank you enough for the support. We have a hard couple of months up until the election. We have been struggling for funding this last year because of changes in farming. If any of you have friends who want to help us out with our mid-year fundraiser, we would greatly, greatly appreciate it. We have to see it through the election until the end of the year. I believe that if we keep digging and we keep pushing as hard as we are at the State Water Board, through the media, through organizing, that this project is so toxic